Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is BeDistinct. Welcome aboard. Welcome new users. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new, subscribe. Consider subscribing. Really consider it. Now today we're going to be doing a pretty interesting episode kind of scenario that I think will be helpful for a lot of people starting out with G35s or 350Zs because they do have the same engine.
But before I do, a small little update.
I am going to be replacing my motor mounts. I already have them here at home. I am going to be installing them, but leave on Friday because I work and my work doesn't want to let me leave early. Like, bro, are you serious? Also, on my sway bar, still no notification from Z1 Motorsports. Apparently they're super popular, everybody wants them, and there's none in stock, so they're literally just waiting for the next one to arrive to the shop so they can send it to me. And lastly, we're waiting for April 23rd because that's when I will be going to Los Angeles. I live in Northern California, so it's kind of far, so I will be going to Los Angeles to pick up one of the most expensive purchases on this channel to conclude the G35 build. But without further ado, let's head into my garage, show you my G35, and talk about what we're going to be talking about today. So in today's segment, we're going to be doing a special case. I always get a lot of DMs on Instagram saying,
bro, I only have this amount of money. What can I get for my G35? I only have $1,500. I only have $2,000 to spend. Only $5,000 to spend. What are the best mods that I can buy for this price point?
Now today, I'm not going to be telling you guys exactly what you should... Man, it could come off as that. Well, let's just say today I'm gonna be telling you guys, if I had that amount of money, what would I buy for my G35? Now before we start, we do gotta make some assumptions. We do gotta make an assumption. First assumption number one is that we gotta assume that the car is completely stock. We're gonna assume there's no body damage. Okay, we're gonna assume there's no body damage. It's just a stock G35. And the last assumption that we gotta make, you have already taken care of all the maintenance stuff with your car. Because when you get a new car, your first thought shouldn't be what mod should I get first. Your first thought should be,
oh, hold up, let me check the engine oil. Is it good? Let me switch it. It's always a good idea to switch your engine oil. Hold up, let me check this. Is it broken? We gotta fix that first. Hold up, let me switch out the oil of my transmission. It's looking a little old.
All those thoughts should be coming first. Maintenance, make sure your car is running right, then you can move on to cosmetics or performance or things like that. Now I do have to admit, this was way harder than I ever thought. $1,000, dude, it goes by like this. And if you're trying to build a quality car with high quality parts, you literally only have money for one part, so it was extremely hard for me. So I picked like a mixture of like really cheap but they work kind of parts, and the most satisfaction out of someone just getting into a G35. So you have a stock G35. What's the first thing you buy? The first thing I would buy, assuming that the car's running right and everything, the first thing I would buy with my $1,000 check, first thing I would buy are a set of coilovers. Okay, we want the car to look nice. We want the car to look nice, so we're gonna go ahead and lower it, you know, lower it, man. Make it look stancy and make it look good, because when it's lifted up and it, you know, you got that monster gap, it doesn't look the best. It doesn't look the best, and I know you want your car to look good, so you're gonna go ahead and slam the hell out. So what coils am I gonna go with? I'm gonna go with the coils that I got for my first G35, the automatic one that I went with, and those are True Heart coils. I'll put a picture right here. True Heart coils, they run around $550 plus tax and everything. I just put a price tag of about $600. $600 for a pair of True Heart coilovers that can slam your car really nice, man. They were actually really good. I wouldn't say they are the best riding coilovers, but the whole time that I had those coilovers, I never ever complained about them. Now the next purchase goes close with that. You lower your car, so what happens? Your wheels kind of camber in as you lower your car, and what's gonna happen? They're gonna sink in, kind of like this. Well, this is it's still sunken in, but it's not bad. Look, you're gonna be able to put like 2 fingers in there. So what do you have to do? You gotta bring out the wheel out so it's flush and you get a nice look. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and buy a pair of spacers. I think you probably will only need like a 5mm or a 10mm, even maybe a 15mm spacer that you can grab for $60, okay? Now, depending on the brand of spacers you buy, you can buy GK Tech that they run around $60, I believe. $60 pair of spacers gets the job done, brings out the wheel a little bit out, you get that nice fitment, and your car is riding with style. Now that we got it looking right, I'm thinking a little bit more performance, So with that being said, it's a completely stock engine, guys. That's gonna change April 23rd. Don't worry, April 23rd. So this is the plenum right here. So the spacer literally goes in between the lower plenum and the purple plenum. You see, that's the upper plenum and the lower plenum. So it goes in between. It's a little space. So what that spacer does is that it allows more air to go into the plenum, which, and you know, more air, more power, you know, more air, more fuel, more power. So a plenum will run you about $188 from Z1 Motorsports, which, and you could get the Motordyne one, but that's gonna be a little heftier price, $260, and that's gonna cross our budget. And it's completely worth it. It does the job done, and it's good quality. Take in mind, it won't knock you back on your seat, but it will give you more horsepower, and if you tune the car, it's gonna give you even more horsepower. Now that leaves us with a little shy above $100 left. You see how fast that money went like that, and the car will still look stock. Like literally, you could still buy seats, you can still buy a radio, you can still buy a double D, you can still buy intake, you can still buy bumper, rear bumper, side skirt. But
that's how much money I put into my car. It's freaking ridiculous.
But the last thing I would buy, and you guys are gonna hate me for this, a lot of G35 owners are gonna hate me for the 350. Even if you're not a 350Z owner, you're gonna hate me for this. The last thing I would buy would be a muffler delete. When I first got into cars, or when I first bought my G35, I literally knew nothing about cars, and I'm still learning, but I wanted my car to sound louder. Everybody does. Everybody wants their car to sound louder. Even though the stock OEM notes from the G35 sounds immaculate, it sounds so good. And I was confused because when I got the muffler delete, I thought it would make the stock OEM note just sound louder, but it actually changed the whole note and it made it louder. So I was a little bit disappointed, but it still sounded really good. It still sounded pretty good. But a muffler delete will only run you around $80 to $100, and it's gonna make your car loud, which is the point here, and you're gonna be happy about it. You're gonna be happy that your car is freaking loud. So with that being said, those are the things that I would buy with the G35. I would buy a muffler delete for $100 more or less. We get the planet spacer for $200, a little bit of performance, and we got the spacers and the coils to have the G35 riding nice. $1,000 is a little bit of money. $1,000 is a little bit of money when it comes to modifying your car. Let me know down in the comment section below, what would you buy with the G35? Making all those assumptions, with $1,000, what would you buy for your G35 or 350Z? Or even if you have any other car, what would you buy for $1,000? Hopefully this video gave you guys a sense of idea of how fast the money goes by. Literally, I have a bumper, a wrap, a splitter, the rods, the wheels, the big brake kit, the bags, the hood, the honeycomb here, the seats, the side splitter, the freaking trunk, the diffuser. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of money. It's gonna be expensive regardless. I jumped into it not knowing this, man. I literally got my G35, plastic dipped my grill, you know, painted my wheels black with Walmart. I was getting addicted to this modification world, to like, oh man, I want to make my car look better. And it slowly started getting out of hand. I slowly started researching more, slowly started learning about different modifications, and I'm still learning, and man, it's getting expensive. And April 23rd, we're gonna be making the biggest expenditure on this channel. Holy crap, man, we've been here a long ass time, and I thank every single one of you guys for supporting the channel. Without you guys, I would not be here. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you guys, and hopefully this video brought some light into you guys. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I'll catch you guys this weekend with the motor mounts and see how the car feels. I'm excited because those bushings were completely destroyed. So I'll catch you guys next video. Stay safe, be distinct, love you guys, and you guys already know, I feel like I need a catchphrase, but I don't know what the hell to say. I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.